The preset layer of an industrial building is nested in the site layer. So let's take a look at site A. We'll go ahead and expand. And right here at the top where it says single loaded parked, this is the preset layer. So if we go ahead and select that, down below in the properties, we can start to explore the different options here. Let's go ahead and make our properties a little bit bigger. Take a look at our first option here is color. And just below that we have opacity. So we can slide that and you can see that that building becomes a little bit more transparent. I'm content with the color and opacity as it is, so we can go ahead and leave it like that. Below that we have the shape and level. We will always leave this to fill, and because we always want our building and parking to be on grade, we're going to leave it set to level 1. Moving down a little bit, we have green buffer. You'll notice this is set to 8 feet. That is this value here in between the building and the parking. So if we go ahead and start increasing that value, you can see how we now have 24 feet right here. So I'm again content with leaving that at 8 feet. We'll just set that back to 8. We then have the cross-loaded option. So right now it's set to off, and that's because the preset that we had applied was, of course, single loaded. If we enable that, notice how the building is now cross-loaded. So we've got those truck stalls on both sides, and by enabling cross-loaded, it moved our parking to the other portion or to the rear of our site, and it now consumes quite a bit of space. For the remainder of this module, we're going to go ahead and leave that single loaded. Then we get to warehouse placement. So we have warehouse access, which we can simply change. We have the reset option and the flip option. If we hit flip, you'll notice it does just that. It simply flips which direction our building is facing. But if we toggle through the change options, you can see how now TestFit provides different site solves. So we can place our building here. We have 2 buildings in this orientation. This. So we can simply click change, 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 and get different configurations again of this site. Now, as we move down in this list, we will explore exactly why this building is the shape it's in and why sometimes we have 1 building or 2 buildings. So let's go ahead and, like I said, leave our building as it was. We could also just reset it, or again, change it. We can go ahead and leave it like this. Moving down, we have building height. So if we wanted to increase this value to, let's say, 50 feet, our building is now 50 feet tall. Do we have parapets, and what's our parapet height? We can adjust that right here.